All right, boys, can you hear me? Can you see me? Are we live? I hope so. We're gonna start it right away. No witty banter this time. I want to finish this fucking game. All right, we're in the flow chart. I've done everything. I've done everybody's timelines. We're back to the beginning. It's time to save Miss Old Akane Kurashiki Hamas, whatever her name is. It's time to save June. All right, my old girlfriend June, who's now an old woman, and I don't even like girls. Fuck. Let's do it. Ah! Ow! 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 Can I skip this part? Feels like my head's gonna explode. Where am I? Well, we know where I am. So, whenever you feel like getting down to it, we gotta hurry because, you know, she's gonna pop out of there and then Dio's gonna do something.
This is one of the AB rooms.
Oh, okay. Hi, Fi. Ah! Fi? I mean, girl I don't know. Who are you? And what the hell's an AB room? Oh, we're on auto, are we?
Damn. I guess you did lose your memory after all.
Damn straight I did. It's the only thing I know how to do. My memory? Memory. Oh! Alice killing herself. Oh, that poor woman. Never surviving a moment. So, still, what about the timeline where Luna died? After we beat this game, if I don't get an answer to that, I'm simply gonna have to check in on that. I'll go to a forum if I have to. I remember! You're Fi! She grinned. When is this?
Check your bracelet.
It's a red pair. BP is 3.
Mine's the same.
Does this mean that this is the beginning of the game? We've gone back to when we first woke up in the AB room?
No, not quite. I think we woke up a little earlier this time.
Earlier than when we woke up the last time? How would you know that?
Push the buttons on the side of your bracelet.
2 hours and 15 minutes. Damn, shit.
We didn't wake up this long before the primary doors opened last time.
I guess we didn't. No way, no how.
I think we're about an hour early.
Wait a minute, if you're right...
Yeah. Akane might still be alive.
It's our time to Schrodinger cat her.
We got back before
we gotta
Dio
save her
killed
box.
I think. Right. We're here for one reason.
One reason. To stop her from getting killed. Well, let's move. We need to get out of here and we need to do it fast.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. No! No! I'm not doing puzzles! I'm doing puzzles? Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it the same puzzle that we've done? Is it like in the past? Is it the same puzzle with the screwdrivers? We don't need to look there. This is our past, remember? That means we just keep repeating history. See what I'm getting at? The password for the save should be the same one that we got. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. False alarm. Everything's okay. Passwords. Safe. In the elevator. It was star, moon, sun. Okay. Right. Star, moon, sun. You need to remember the password for the safe. We figured it out last time. Right. Star, moon, sun. Okay, there it is. There's the key. Let's get it and let's get out of here. Cracker? Wait, what did you just call me? Just shut up and do it. Oh, okay. All right, found the key in the safe. That's great. The golden file wouldn't be any different, right? Surely not. So let's just leave. This one? In here? All right, let's just put the key in here. For God's sake, let's just do it already. Okay. All right, let's do it. Good. Looks like that worked. All right, let's push the button. Yeah. We're gonna go real fast. Game advantage, us. Hey, you pushed the button. bite me! You were taking too long. Who needs to sleep? We did get out of the queue room, thank God. We're on a schedule here. Alright, let's go. You found the exit. Fastest puzzle I ever solved. Fi and I climbed up through the hatch and out onto the top of the AB room. It took us only a moment to spot them. Oh my god, it's happening right now! Akane! Behind her was Dio. He was moving quickly and quietly, a knife glinting in his right hand. Shit. There was no time to yell to her. Oh, I thought that's what I just did. I scrambled down from the top of the AB room. Fi wasn't following me. When I looked back, she was still standing on the roof. Fi? What the hell are you doing? Get down here and... Before I could finish, she moved. She ran across the roof and launched herself into the air. Listen, I get that Fi's like our little fast girl, but I really don't think that she's faster than the speed of sound. So you're telling me there wasn't time to yell her name and warn her? Like, you know, yell Akane, but there's time for Fi to do her ninja run across the rooftop of all of these AB rooms? I'm gonna have to respectfully call a bullshit, but whatever. It's fine. Oh! Wow, it's like we're watching an action movie. Oh, damn. Okay.
He's fine.
Sure
Just
he is.
unconscious.
Okay. I bent down and held my fingers in front of his mouth. He was still breathing.
I don't think he saw me. He probably has no idea what happened to him.
I guess that's going to be advantageous for us. Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
He had it coming.
I heard footsteps come to a stop right in front of us. I looked up.
So you came.
Oh my god! It's what I do best, actually. I get paid a lot of money to do it. I'm sorry, what?
I've been waiting for you.
It's so good to see you in person, ma'am.
You're here to hear the rest, right?
Yeah, I've been waiting so long. Wait. Wait just a minute. What the hell is your deal? How can you be so calm? If we hadn't shown up just now, you would...
Have been stabbed in the heart by this young man and died. Yes. Although, that reminds me, I haven't thanked you yet. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you saving me.
Of course. That's what I do.
Hold on. How do you know about being stabbed by Dio? Are you an Esper too?
Fine, she's the one who set up the fucking project. Why are we all acting like we don't fucking know anything? Oh my god, we know! I know the things that I know. I want to know the things that I don't know. Just,
Yes. Indeed I am.
Yep, she solved a Sudoku puzzle one time.
I am able to jump through time, just like you.
It looks like it really took a bit of a toll on you. I'm not trying to say that you look, bad. I'm just saying that you look tired. So then what the hell were you thinking? If you knew he was going to stab you, why were you going to let him do it?
Because I had to.
It's all part of the project, you see.
Think back. Why are you here? If I hadn't been killed by Dio, no one else would have been murdered.
I do. You know what also hurts is I love June, but this voice actress, oh, she loves to talk slow and deliver her lines in a manner of speech that just pisses me off. I need her to talk like Lorelai or Rory. I need some Gilmore Girls dialogue here.
I did explain, didn't I? The purpose of the AB project was to send the two of you to the past. Or your minds, at least.
Right.
In order for that to happen, some death was necessary. When a human brain is faced with danger, its processing speed increases. Information is processed more quickly, and time almost seems to slow.
Well, I
A
must
few
be in real
seconds can
fucking
feel
danger
like
then,
an
because it
eternity.
feels like time is taking an eternity for you to finish these words.
Unfortunately, that in itself isn't enough to send oneself through time. The amplitude of the consciousness is simply too small. In order to increase the amplitude, we need to slow down the brain before the increase happens.
Okay, what?
It's a little like a slingshot. You pull back on the rubber band and then let go. The potential energy you stored in the band is released and converted into kinetic energy.
I did learn that in 6th grade science.
That's what fires the bullet out of the slingshot. Now, while a slingshot can only fire in one direction, your mind isn't similarly limited. When the bullet of your consciousness is fired from the slingshot of your brain, it travels past the 3-dimensional world and into the 4-dimensional one. From that perspective, time is no longer fixed. In other words, you can travel to the future, the past, whenever you like.
I have control over
Your
it?
consciousness has been released from the 3-dimensional cage. In order for that to happen, I had to infect you with Radical 6.
Thanks, cunty.
We're infected with Radical 6?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sigma? Luna should have told you about it in another timeline.
Are you sure? Infecting all of these people with such a horrible disease?
Every single one of you has been infected. Well, apart from Luna, of course.
Of course.
Unfortunately, it was necessary. We needed to slow your minds in order to store up your potential energy. Then we provided a dire situation that would accelerate your processing speed.
So why are the rest of us espers too, or only me and
The
Phi?
result is what you are now experiencing. Your consciousness now occupies 4-dimensional space-time. Even that, however, wasn't enough. You had the ability to travel, but your memories could easily be lost during the trip. If the project was to succeed, you had to be able to retain everything you learned in each reality. That was the reason you were forced to jump so many times.
Great.
With each jump, your ability to remember improved. Eventually, you would be able to retain everything. That is why we made you play the A-B game. That was why you had to select different chromatic doors. By forcing specific choices, we could cause you to make more jumps.
And practice our memory consolidation. Okay, I get that much. I think I finally understand. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I don't understand, but, like, I get the gist of it, okay? You did all of this so that Phi and I could jump through 4-dimensional space with our memories intact.
Yes.
Right? But why did you need us to do that? People have died for this. I mean, let's count how many different ways people died. Murder, antimatter bomb explosions, suicides. I died, Phi has died, you've died. Alice dies every single fucking time, poor fucking girl. There was Luna! Luna was dead with the rest of them, and no Special K. But Special K is me. Can I ask you about K? Why did you do all of this? What does any of this matter? And why does it matter that Phi and I are able to jump through time?
Haven't I told you?
No!
Death was unavoidable.
Oh, well, you did say that.
You are all destined to die. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
I already know all of that. What I'm asking you, once again, is why? What is so goddamn important that it is worth all of this?
I
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
No! We are out of time, okay? It is the end of the game. The time to figure it out is not eventually. It is now. You're here. You're in person. You know what's going on.
What? Just when is eventually?
Thank you,
A
Fi.
future not very far from now.
I hate her. I hate her. I hate her so much. You've lost all the brownie points you earned by being, you know, a good girl in the first game, getting all wet on the Titanic and being afraid that Junpei was gonna send you to heaven. I don't care about it anymore, okay? I hate you. I hate you. You're a horrible, evil old woman. Talk faster. Bullshit. That's not good enough for me. Why can't you tell us now? Instead of answering, Akane knelt down next to Dio and picked his knife up off of the floor.
I'm going to keep this with me.
Great. Don't change the subject,
But
though.
it's almost time.
Time for what? We've got plenty of time. I got all the time in the world. I can go back in time.
In a few moments, you'll return to the original timeline. This
what?
is the way it has to be. Don't fight it. Logomorph.
Yes.
Logomorph? Who? The bunny?
Logomorph?
You call him Zero Jr. His official designation is Logomorph.
Why?
Logomorph, this is an order. Unlock my bracelet.
Compliance.
Comply or die. So, she's gonna put the bracelet on
No.
Dio. She's gonna carry
Everything
Dio
is
to the
in
AB room.
place.
This is gonna turn into the timeline where we never found her body. Okay, I'm following. So this is leading into a timeline that we've already lived in, right? Because we found her body in some timelines, but not all of the timelines. And in the timelines where, like, we don't find her or whatever, Dio does plant the bombs, I think? Yes, the bomb timeline is the one where she is not found, I think. Logomorph is the scientific name for bunny? Is it really?
I have put the bracelet
That
onto
doesn't...
Dio.
What?
All we have to do is place his body in the 5th AB room, the second one from the right.
That's the one Quark is in, right?
Correct. I will move him. I will also put your bodies back into the 3rd AB room. Once that's done, I will reset its puzzle to an unsolved state.
Why do you need to do all of that?
To recreate the history that you remember. Your consciousness is about to leave your body and return to the future. Your body will be emptied, and your other consciousness will jump back in.
Right.
If your bodies aren't back in the 3rd AB room by then, it would be bad.
So you're saying some version of us is going to wake up in that room and repeat the same history again?
It sounds like living in hell.
Well, I guess this could actually be our 2nd or 3rd time.
You are exactly correct. Lastly, I'm going to leave this with you.
She paused and pulled something out of her pocket. It was a small key attached to a string.
I'll tie it onto your ankle so that you won't lose it. All right, Sigma?
What does it say on there? How have I never noticed this in the timeline that I was in?
Tu fui ego eris.
It's Latin. It
Latin
means
for what?
what you are, I was.
I've read that somewhere before.
What I am, you will be.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with it?
It will help you meet someone who's very important.
Do I get to meet Zero?
Go. Return to the future.
Okie doke.
You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
Okay.
Now hurry.
Wait, I still... Oh, okay, I guess we're jumping. I am so fucking sick of that to be continued screen. A new destination has been added to the flowchart. Of course it has. Of course it has. Of course it has. Jesus. Well, let's go back to the future, shall we? Where is it? Let's jump here.
Looks like you're awake.
Hi. Is this the infirmary?
Why are we here?
Do you know what happened at the AB gate?
No.
Kay and I went back to the infirmary, but...
We waited and waited, and the two of you never returned.
So we went to the warehouse to check on you.
We found you passed out in front of the AB rooms.
Oh, great.
Kay and I hurried back here with you.
I looked over at Vi and met her eyes. Do you remember what happened just now?
You mean what happened a long time ago?
Right. Yeah. You got him pretty good, huh?
Huh. Yeah, I remember all right.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
It's not important, Cork.
What
Cork!
am I, chopped liver?
Alice!
Back among the conscious and not psychotic, huh?
Everyone's alive!
Yeah, thanks.
Grandpa told me what you did. Thanks for finding the medicine for us.
No problem. All in a day's work. Although, I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit. Jesus,
Really grabbing at straws here, aren't you?
I really am. Hey, I wasn't talking about Cork. That was an offer for Alice.
Not really my point.
If Alice put on a bikini, she would be more covered up at this point. Can we be so fucking for real, Sigma? She's quite literally topless except for like her weird little gold necklace that's just covering the nipples.
Whatever. Forget about that. Now that you guys are awake, all we gotta do is open the number 9 door.
What are you talking about?
Look at your bracelet.
It says 10. I have 10 BP.
I've got 15 BP. That means I got 6 more points while I was out.
Have we been out for 3 rounds of the AB game?
You've been asleep for more than 2 hours.
Oh.
We've played the AB game 3 times.
And none of you became traitors. All we really needed was Dio to be knocked out to stop all the betrayals.
Yes. Of course, the color and group assignments were shuffled around each time. But no matter who voted, everyone chose Ally.
That's crazy since you guys were all hellbent on not doing that the entire time we've been playing the game. And then in the final hour, why after 50 hours is it where everybody was like, oh my god, maybe if we all just click Ally, we'd all survive. Go fuck yourselves. Okay, so yeah, look at how easy it was to have done
now
that.
all of us have enough to leave.
Of course we do. I was stunned. How had everyone cooperated long enough to raise all of our BP past 9? Was it because Akane hadn't been killed? Without a death to start things off, maybe we'd be less suspicious of each other. Or maybe it was the bombs that had something to do with it? We'd all joined forces against Dio. Nothing brings people together like having a common enemy. And Fi and I had been able to disarm all of the bombs. All of us had banded together against a common enemy and overcome a tremendous threat. Maybe that strengthened our bond with each other. Which I had to admit would be somewhat ironic. After all, Dio had planted the bombs that forced us all to work together against him. This must have been what Akane was talking about.
Haven't I told you death was sacrifice?
Come on, let's go! Let's open the door and get out of here!
Okay, I'll try. Wait! What about Dio? After some discussion, we decided we'd leave him behind. Alice was the only holdout. She complained about wanting to take him back to her superiors, but after I mentioned they'd come back to investigate after we escaped and deal with Dio then, she reluctantly complied.
All right, let's get going.
Is everyone ready? I'm gonna open the door.
Yes, just get on with it.
Alice, you and me both, girl. Everyone else swallowed and nodded. I grabbed the lever and I pulled it down.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open.
All right, let's move out. I didn't need to tell them twice. The room inside was clearly a loading elevator. It looked sort of like a large plate on top of a huge pedestal. We ran to the center of the plate and turned around. The number 9 door stood wide open.
2, 1, 0. The number 9 door is closing. The number 9. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
Now, where do we go from here? Is probably a good question.
Looks like we did it.
Yes, we should keep moving.
Beyond the door was a wide hallway that ended in a very solid wall. To the left, we found a very familiar-looking door. We pushed it open and went inside. The pressure exchange chamber.
You know what this place is?
Strange exchange. Of course I do. I solved a puzzle in here once. I sort of know what it is. The whole facility is pressurized, apparently. I think the idea is to keep the air outside and consequently the virus from getting inside. That means that if we want to go out, we have to decompress, so we match the outside air pressure. This room here is where you prepare for going into the actual pressure exchange room. You see all those suits along the wall? I figure we need to put those on and head to the decompression room downstairs.
Whoa! Hold on a minute. You're saying the air outside is full of that horrible virus?
That's what I'm saying. Of course, according to Akane, we were all already infected with Radical 6, so the whole room seemed a little pointless.
Why? How did all this happen?
Did they?
No, that's not possible.
We've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's go outside. There's no way to know what's really going on until we do.
I do still have so much that I need to learn about Special K.
All right.
No one else objected. We all donned the protective suits and headed downstairs to the decompression room. As soon as we were all inside, the process began. Through my helmet, I could hear the soft hiss of air being sucked out of the room. We stood there for several minutes, waiting for the process to finish. At last it did, and we heard the door begin to open. Beyond it was another decompression chamber. We repeated the process 2 more times before we reached the final door and opened it. Welcome to space, boys! It's the blood moon. The dead, bleak landscape wasn't a surprise for me. I'd seen it before in another timeline. The others hadn't, however, and although I couldn't see their faces, through the visors of their helmets, I heard more than a few gasps over the radio. For a few long moments, we just stood there in astonishment.
Where the hell are we?
The desert, I guess?
I figured that out. I mean, which one?
Alice talks just like me, for real. I didn't talk like that in the beginning, I don't think. Her and I are both just so fucking over it.
I don't know, but I think I know what day it is. Look at the moon. It's red, right?
Yep.
That means today's the total lunar eclipse.
So?
Remember the astronomy magazine in the lounge? Well, the next eclipse like this was gonna be on December 31st, 2028. So...
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you suggesting we were sleeping for a week after we were abducted?
I think so.
Wherever we are, it must have been far away from any city. The air was clearer than I'd ever seen it. And the stars. The sky was full of them. More stars than I'd ever seen in my entire life. I could even spot the hazy arm of the Milky Way. But the most striking feature was the moon. It was blood red and it was massive. Way bigger, in fact, than I remembered ever seeing the moon before. Then, as I watched, a black spot began to move across its surface. It was hard to see details, but it looked circular. The spot continued to move across the moon, heading for the right edge. A shadow? What's that?
The moon. Well, the moon's shadow, actually.
That's the moon's shadow. Maybe I was right this whole time and we are in fact in space? But that doesn't make any sense.
Zero told me to stay quiet. I think he was worried I'd spill the beans on his operation. He said if I didn't toe the line, he wouldn't just kill me. He'd kill Quark too. And I agreed, like an idiot, and brought Quark with me. Just so I could see her. Such an idiot. So, that being the case, might as well start with this. I meant what I said before. That up there is the moon's shadow.
So, are we on the moon? Is that the Earth?
Think about it. If that's the moon's shadow, then what's it falling on?
Is that Earth?
That's Earth.
Yeah. It's not the red moon you get from a lunar eclipse. Then again, this isn't a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Anybody in the black spot down there is looking up at the moon, covering the sun.
What? But wait, no. If that's the Earth, then where are we?
The moon, of course.
The moon! We're on the moon! It's like I'm playing Paper Mario all over again. Alright, props to me, your boy George. Just gonna say it, I feel like I called this out the minute I mean, look at the fucking backdrop that we have. Real proud of myself. The very first time I saw this, I feel like I predicted we were on the moon.
This is the lunar surface. We were just inside a moon base. No way. No, you've gotta be lying. How do you expect us to believe that? This can't be the moon.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Besides, if this was the moon, how do you explain the gravity? The moon only has 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. So what's this?
She picked up a rock and dropped it.
See? That looked perfectly normal.
Yes, it looked that way.
Luna?
You were right about the gravity in a way. I was one of the people who knew this wasn't Earth. Well, I suppose I'm not people, if we're being honest, but...
Excuse me?
Just casually dropping that Gollum lore.
Please just listen. Alice, you were infected with Radical 6. Then we gave you the Excelivir, which cured you. The Radical 6 isn't completely gone, though. Some of its symptoms stick around for a while.
What symptoms?
Well, Radical 6 can slow down your brain's processing speed by the root of 1/6.
The exact 1/6 of the gravity. Oh my... Okay.
It can take a while for your brain to get back up to speed. Every one of us has been infected. In other words, all of our brains have been processing information at a much lower speed. If you evaluated the root of 1/6, you'll get a number close to 0.408. That means our brains are running at something slightly less than half speed. As you said before, the moon's gravity is about 1/6 that of Earth's. The time that it takes for an object to fall is inversely proportional to the square root of the gravitational acceleration. Since the gravity is lower on the moon, that means the time increases. I guess that's a little technical. Let me give you an example. Say you drop an apple from a height of 4.9 meters. It will take approximately 1 second to hit the ground. On the moon, however, that time would be 1 second times root 6, which would be approximately 2.45 seconds. I used 4.9 meters because it matches up with the acceleration of gravity nicely, but it could be anything. The gravity constant is, well, a constant. You could drop something from 10 centimeters or 10 meters and it would be the same. Does that make sense? So now we've established that on the moon, things fall root 6 times slower than they do on Earth. That being the case, what would happen if someone's brain slowed down by root 1/6?
Oh my god! Mako toxic Chi-Chi Yaoi fangirl. George, remember how you were always complaining about Phi's unrealistic tall jumps? Gravity... Okay, but she was also doing those in the pressurized moon base. Well, no. Did they simulate gravity inside of the moon base, or did they not simulate gravity inside of the moon base? Why shouldn't all of us been able to jump like that?
To them, 2.45 seconds.
Okay, Luna, I get the explanation.
That's what's been happening. Wait, you're saying that's the reason we didn't notice the weaker gravity? Are you sure you didn't notice anything? Think back. Huh? You and Sigma and Phi said something about it in the lounge. About how you felt weird.
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
It seemed insane, but what Luna said made sense. In fact, it explained Phi's apparently superhuman strength. Quite. Oh! There she goes. But then why weren't all of us doing that shit? Is it because we just didn't try?
Wait, this is crazy. That can't possibly be Earth out there. Look at it. I've seen photos of Earth, and it's blue and green, and that thing is just red.
Before we get into that, I should probably tell you something.
Please don't be as long-winded as your wife.
This isn't New Year's Eve in 2028. Today is January 27th. No.
Don't tell me. 30?
I think you've been in that iceberg for more like 100 years.
And just what year is this?
78. 50 years? 78. 74. Okay, almost 50 years. 2074. On the plus side, you know, the Trump regime should be over by then. That's insane! That would mean we were abducted more than 45 years ago!
I don't blame you if you don't believe me, but it's the truth.
How can you be sure?
It's not that hard. Quark and I left Earth on January 23rd, 2074.
Oh.
Solar eclipses are easy to predict. We've known that there'd be one on the 27th for a long time. That's just science. Nobody can change that.
But why is the Earth red?
That's a long story. About 45 years ago, on April 13th, 2029, there were 18 annihilation reactors operating in various parts of the world. On the 13th, all 18 of them went up, all at the same time.
Well, this is promising for our future.
The explosion was about
But
I
why?
suppose it started a few months before that. The government had a test site for a future Mars mission out in the middle of Nevada. On December 31st, 2028, there was an accident. Well, accident doesn't quite convey the right sense of the thing. And the point is, Radical 6 claimed its first victims there, then escaped. Didn't take long for it to spread to the rest of the world. Like Luna explained, the virus slows your brain down, but eventually, it also makes you kill yourself. Pretty soon, the bodies started to pile up. Some people would take a dive off a building or shoot themselves in the head. You know, the classics.
Love that. Hate that.
But for some, it was poison, or fire, or asphyxiation, or the noose.
I don't know what the best way to go is. If you try to Google it, the internet will also think that you're trying to do it, and then they'll send you all kinds of hotlines and put you on a watch list of like, he's gonna off himself. I just am doing research.
Plenty of people jumped in front of trains or cars.
Ooh.
One pilot on a passenger airline drove his plane into the ground. Most forms of transportation ground to a halt pretty fast. That meant food couldn't get distributed, and thousands of people who weren't even infected died from starvation. Everywhere you went, there were just piles of corpses, covered in flies and rats and crows. I don't know what hell's like, but I imagine it's a lot like that. After a while, people who managed to avoid getting infected started trying to get in touch with one another. They got a hold of some radios and organized a couple meetings. There was only one thing to discuss, of course. How could they get rid of Radical 6? The answer, they decided, was purification. They figured they could just roast the surface of the Earth and that'd kill the virus off for good. On April 13th in 2029, they put their plan into effect. That plan was to detonate all 18 annihilation reactors. Now the truth is, that's mostly just rumor. Nobody really knows what happened.
Nobody was like, okay, before we go nuclear and blow up the planet, what if we try just a little bit longer to get the best scientists of the world to, like, I don't know, maybe develop a vaccine? Or hell, even introducing like the strictest regimen of quarantine and, well, like, listen, I get that it can be tough. I get it can be difficult. I get it can be a long road. But, like, it sounds like y'all just gave up.
But I've got my own theories. I think that the bombers had already been infected.
Yeah, that sounds more likely.
And when they died, they took billions with them.
That's what I believe is the
The
case.
ultimate if I die, you're coming with me gesture, I suppose. I'd bet you money they'd all lost it long before they got to the reactors. Killing most of the world, no matter how bad things had gotten, was not a sane plan.
Alright, we're in the same boat. I'm glad.
Even if it wasn't directly responsible, Radical 6 killed most of the people on Earth. Anyway, why it happened isn't that important. Point is, it happened. You ever heard of nuclear winter? Well, that's basically what we got.
Yeah, that's not good.
The explosion threw a ton of crap up into the stratosphere, where it joined up with smoke and ash from all the fires. It blotted out the sun for 7 years. Plants withered and animals died by the millions.
You seem to be just
The
fine.
few humans who were left banded together to survive. They were rough times. Eventually they were over, though. The sky cleared and the sun came back. Plants started blooming again, and the animals that hadn't died out completely began to reappear. Things weren't quite back to normal, though. It's been 45 years now, but there's still quite a bit of dust and ash in the air. That's what you're seeing. You know why a sunset's red? Well, this is the same thing. Blue and green light have short wavelengths, and they scatter when they run into debris in the air. Red light, on the other hand, has a longer wavelength, which means it'll get a lot farther when the air's dirty.
Red light travels the farthest, Roxas. Alright, give me my blue ice cream cone. Let's go sit on the fucking Eiffel Tower. Not the Eiffel Tower, the clock tower. Ugh. Anytime I hear something about red light wavelengths, I just get instantly transported to Kingdom Hearts.
So there you are. The Earth looks red because that's the only color of light that can make it through the atmosphere.
Right. I was speechless. What could I even possibly say to that? There was no reason for Tenmyoji to lie to us. So we were standing on the moon, looking at the Earth. It was 2074. But why? Why were we there? Why were we then? I was so lost in thought that I barely noticed Phi's approach.
Hey, Sigma. I think I figured something out.
Have you? A window popped up on the inside of my helmet with Whisper in the corner. She seemed to be using a circuit that only we could hear. Yeah, what is it?
I figured out why there's an extra E.
An extra E? In the graffiti?
Yeah, the one on floor B. I think it's an anagram, just like on floor A.
What's Anna say this time?
God damn it, Sigma!
Haha.
Knock it off! Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. If you rearrange the letters, you get the man on the moon rules the infinite time. See?
Phi, how do you do this shit? Okay.
You need 6 E's to get that. So they stuck an extra one in ninth.
Well, isn't that cheating? The man on the moon rules the infinite time?
I think it's a message for us from Zero Senior and Akane. Remember what she was telling us?
We created the AB project for one purpose: to transport the consciousnesses of 2 people into the past. Those 2 people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi. So, what are you getting at?
My God, you're slow. You don't get it? They're saying we rule the infinite time.
Oh, but I'm the man. You're a woman, so maybe it's me who rules infinite time?
Infinite time. They weren't just talking about having us jump a couple hours. I think they're planning to send us back. Way back.
Way back. Wait a minute. Are you saying you think they're gonna send us back 45 years?
Yeah, I'd bet on it.
So the ultimate purpose of the AB project is to send us back in time to that catastrophe that Tenmyoji was talking about.
I think so.
But that doesn't make sense. I mean, we came from that same time period before it actually... So then why bring us here and then send us back?
Well, Akane should be able to tell us the rest. Let's go pay her a visit.
Do you know where she is?
I've got an idea. Come on, think. Remember what she said when she gave you the key?
Tu fui ego eris.
The grave! The one in the garden.
Well, come on, what do you wait? Let's go.
Can we go back inside? We turned and ran back into the pressure exchange chamber, the others following close behind.
What are you doing?
Can we, like, isn't the number 9 door permanently closed?
Did you forget something?
We're gonna go have a talk with somebody. Do you really need me to spell it out? The person behind all of
You mean
this.
Akane?
What?
I'll take that as a yes.
Special K knows Akane?
Let me accompany you then.
Wait, why do you know about Akane?
I'll tell you when we get there.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, if you please. I'm coming with you. You folks just said the magic word.
I'm going to then. So am I. Hey,
Yeah, you know her real well.
wait. You're serious? What the hell is going on?
Everyone shut up! Just shut up and come if you want. We need to do roll call. Once we get there, Akane can explain everything. With that, we headed back through the airlock. But... how do we get back inside? I'm confused. I'm sorry, it was not, like, the main and central plot point of this game that once the number 9 door closes, it won't ever open again? So, why are we able to just use it as a casual door? Ah, clever. Okay, explain it to me. Okay.
The number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends.
Right.
Assuming Zero Jr. was telling the truth, of course. But the door on floor B...
Yeah. Thought we might be able to take the lift to it. And it looks like I was right.
Any idea where Akane might be?
So then couldn't we all leave at any fucking time? Alright, we have to go to the grave. Whatever, it's fine.
You mean the grave in the garden?
That one, Junpei. I mean, Tenmi Oldie. I don't think that she's buried there or anything. Chances are that she's alive. Just in the grave. Anyway, we gotta move. To the garden, friends! Is Luna coming with us? I didn't hear her during roll call. We heard Alice. We heard Clover. We heard Cork. We heard Tenmi Oji. I heard Kay. And me and Phi. Dio we left behind. I did not hear Luna say anything during roll call. But Luna's also quiet. She could still be along for the road. I don't know. Remember that in your brains. Keep an eye out for Luna to say anything. I think so.
What should we do?
There's
Are
Quark.
we gonna dig her out?
I don't think we'll have to do anything like that. There's a keyhole. You see this keyhole on the grave? If I were to just pop in my head, I pulled the key off of my ankle and fixed it into the hole. I twisted it to the right until I heard something unlock. With a quiet grinding, the grave began to shift.
What is this?
It doesn't look like a coffin.
Yeah. It's a treatment pod.
Oh my god.
It is, isn't it?
The glass on the cover had frosted over, making it opaque. We couldn't see who or what was inside of it.
Let's see what's inside.
She grabbed a hold of the lever on the side of the pod.
No good. I think it's locked.
Huh?
Treatment pod. TP00. Stage 1. Defrosting complete. Stage 2 will be complete in 10 minutes.
Oh my god, you're gonna make us wait longer?
Once stage 2 is complete, the lock will automatically disengage.
Right. Cold sleep.
What?
These pods can put people into cold sleep. It uses something called CAS to freeze human bodies without destroying their cells.
So, Ms. Akane's like an ice cube?
Sorta.
Then we gotta wait till she melts?
Thaws.
So how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay?
Yeah, why don't you?
Specifically, why do you know Akane?
I remembered.
What do you remember?
Everything. I was born and raised in this facility. It's called Rhizome 9. A rhizome is an underground plant stem that spreads by sending out roots.
Yeah, your mom Akane really fucking loves talking about those.
Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? This facility is a little like a rhizome. Supposedly, that's why they call these installations that. The number comes from the facility's number. There are 54 rhizomes on the moon, and this is the 9th one. Well, I suppose the other ones don't really matter to you, do they? In any event, I grew up here with Akane and Zero Senior. I watched them create the AB project.
The AB project?
Yes.
Zero Senior's
Its
your dad?
purpose is to send Phi and Sigma, or their consciousnesses at least, to the past.
Back 45 years, right?
Yes.
So, you want us to change history, huh? Go back and keep Radical 6 from getting out, and stop the reactors from exploding. That's our mission?
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
It's true that the ultimate goal of the project is to keep Radical 6 from spreading to the general population. But even if you do make it back, you won't be able to do much. By now, It's already too late.
Too late?
How could it be too late if we can go back to time?
Let me begin at the beginning.
Yep.
You might be thinking that Zero
Let's
Senior
start
and
at the
Akane were
beginning.
ones who
Jesus
created
fucking
all this.
Christ. Yeah, that is what I had been thinking.
But that's not entirely correct.
Okay.
They only followed the histories they'd already seen. It was the only choice they had. Nothing less than the future of mankind is at stake. We need the two of you to jump through timelines while maintaining your memories. That is why you had to play the AB game, and why the chromatic doors were necessary. By forcing multiple options, you could make numerous jumps. We speculated that jumping more would strengthen your memories. The puzzles were also there for a purpose. Some theories hold that a moment of insight when you solve a puzzle strengthens your connection to the fourth dimension. That was the reason for the puzzles. Your infection with Radical 6 was also a vital part of our plan. By slowing down your brain's processing speed, we can store your potential. With that energy stored up, we just had to provide a life or death situation to launch your consciousness into the fourth dimension.
You know what I love about Special K right now? He talks at like twice the speed of the fucking old woman.
Like a bullet from a slingshot.
Wait, hold on just a minute here. You keep talking about Sigma and Phi, but what about the rest of us? Why did you bring us here?
Yeah, why did you?
That's simple. In earlier histories, you were all here in Rhizome 9. We needed you here to accurately replicate those histories. Although I suppose that's probably not a good enough explanation for you. In a sense, though, it is the truth. Our primary goal was to replicate history. The rest is... Yes, I suppose I should explain. Very well. I will try and do so in a way you can understand. First, Alice and Clover. They were abducted 45 years and 1 month ago, on December 22nd, 2028. The location is Earth, of course. More specifically, Los Angeles, California. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
After being kidnapped, your bodies were sent to a facility under Akane's direction. You were placed in treatment pods and immediately put into cold sleep. 4 months later, you arrived at this facility. The date you finally arrived was April 14th, 2029. Your trip from Earth to this facility was aboard a spaceship powered by an annihilation engine. Following your arrival, your pods were placed in long-term storage. Does that make sense?
Are you telling me we were sleeping in those pods here for 45 years?
We figured that out already, honey.
Yes. In preparation for this day.
But why? What do you need us for?
You are an Esper, aren't you, Clover? I mean that you are able to access the fourth dimension. Am I wrong?
Did Akane tell you?
In a manner of speaking, as I've already explained, the purpose of this project is to send Sigma and Phi's consciousnesses to the past. Espers are able to sort of resonate with one another, which can amplify their power. You understand? This is why we brought you here, Clover.
What about me?
We needed your help, Alice, to deactivate Dio's bombs.
Huh?
But I didn't do anything.
But you did. In another history, you were able to perform a prime decomposition on the 25-digit integer that Dio left behind.
Yeah, she did do that.
Only you could do that sort of thing. Because of your feat of mathematics, we were able to question him and get the password for the number 31. Finally, we used that information to stop the bomb in this timeline. Without your help, Alice, we would have been reduced to nothing
Voice
more
actor
than
said
so
bomb,
much
the word
face
said
dust.
detonation. Just, taking a note of that creative liberty.
This history exists because of your presence. Now, let me explain why we needed Tenmyoji and Quark.
Have at it, Kay.
Tenmyoji is simple. We needed you for the same reason we needed Clover. You are able to access the fourth dimension. Almost half a century ago, you used that ability to save a young girl, didn't you?
Yeah.
We needed you to resonate with Sigma and Phi, so we brought you here. All it took was a messenger.
Do you want to see Akane?
Right.
If you do, come with me. I was a fool and fell for it.
And you brought Quark with you. In fact, you insisted that he come.
Yeah, I know. I guess you were worried about leaving me alone, huh? He kept saying he couldn't run off to the moon and leave me behind.
I'm sorry, Quark. If I hadn't been so stupid and selfish, none of this would have happened to you. I never thought this would happen. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, I agreed to come with. I thought the moon would be way more interesting than boring old Earth. What kid would turn that down?
We didn't see the messenger after we got on the ship. It was on autopilot. As soon as we got in, it headed straight for the moon. During the trip, Zero told me to keep quiet once we got there. I don't remember anything after we landed.
Then there was a bunch of that white smoke, and we passed out, and when I woke up, I was in the AB room.
Now, his real name is Left, and he's the leader of a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. He was ordered to come here. The Myrmidons are under the control of an organization called Free the Soul, which is in turn controlled by a man known as Brother. It was Brother who orchestrated the release of Radical 6 into the general population 45 years ago.
Well, shit.
Do you remember what Phi mentioned earlier? The ultimate purpose of the AB project is to change history and keep Radical 6 from being released.
Yep.
If we succeed, that would be bad for Brother and his organization.
Yep.
Our success would prevent them from creating the ideal world they're working toward.
And that's why Dio wanted to sabotage everything.
That is why Brother sent Left, his trusted lieutenant, to this facility. They needed to stop the AB project. So, Dio was given two tasks. The first was to eliminate Akane, the architect of the AB project. The second was to join the AB game and win it. If Dio won the game, the AB project would not be completed, at least not in that timeline. In other words, in that world, the project would have been stopped. If things didn't go as planned, Dio was given a contingency plan. If you cannot murder Akane and win the game, destroy Rhizome 9, hence the bombs.
It's all coming
Can
together.
I ask you something?
Perhaps.
How did Brother know about the AB project?
He was also an Esper. We can set Brother aside for now, though. May I proceed?
No one objected. We were all curious.
Excellent. That explains everyone, save two, Luna and myself.
Okay, she
Sigma
is
and
here.
Phi already know
Confirmed.
the truth about Luna.
She's just being real fucking quiet.
I don't believe I should reveal any more, however. I think it would be more appropriate if you could ask Luna yourselves at a later time.
Okay, sure.
Would that be all right with you, Luna?
Yes, that's okay.
As for me, as I said before, I was born and raised here. The rest of you were brought to this facility, but I've never left. That makes me someone close to Zero Senior and Akane.
Hey, I've been wondering, who is Zero Senior?
You've already met him, Sigma. In another timeline.
Are you talking about the hologram? Well, I saw a hologram. But I still don't know who he is. Guys. Is he me? Am I him? I might have predicted this already. He's old as shit, and he wears... Is that an eye patch? No, it's a monocle. I forget. I don't know. Are our jaw lines kind of similar? Here's my thinking. Special K is me. Somehow. We have, like, the same face. K is, like, the weird offspring thing that's being raised by Zero Senior and Akane. Why does he look like me? Unless maybe he's a clone of Zero Senior, in which case maybe I'm a clone, or actually maybe we're all the same person and he's just from further along in well, no, let me hear the explanation.
Stage 2 is complete.
Ah, son of a bitch.
TP00 unlocking.
It looks like it's finished. Shall we open the pod?
I feel like you should keep talking. But fine, I guess we shouldn't leave a woman who's waking up stuck in there. All of us gathered around the pod. The glass was still covered with frost, hiding the contents.
Okay, let's get started then. Ready?
Okie doke. Fi laid her hand on the lever and looked around at us. I swallowed. Alright, when you're ready.
Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, we're just letting her out. It's not that big of a deal. It's me! Oh, son of a bitch! How many me's are there? Are we the twin opposite of the left clan where they're all clones? Everybody's a Sigma clone? You get a Sigma, you get a Sigma, Sigma's the leader. Oh my God! Is Akane in the Special K costume now? What? Suddenly, my head was full of memories from other timelines. I'd seen something like this before. The warehouse of Floor B. In front of the white door. K was lying in front of me and I grabbed his mask and saw... me! My own face! I'd never figured out who he really was. Why was there a man with my face underneath K's armor? It didn't make any sense! After I'd seen him, I was injected with tubocurarine, and that was the end of that. But wait! If the person in the pod was the same person I'd seen on the floor of the warehouse... then who's wearing K's armor? Is it Akane?
You finally noticed. Didn't I tell you? You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
It's Akane. What the fuck is going on? You're Akane. So hold up! Twist of all fucking twists! Akane, old woman, take off your mask?
I am.
You mean to tell me you could have talked fast this whole fucking time?
Akane Kurashiki.
Oh my God, and now that she took the armor off, she's gonna talk slowly again. Holy fucking shit. You bitch.
It's you. June. I mean, Akane from... But...
I also call her June. Oh my God, you're so old and decrepit. I mean, Clover, have you looked at Junpei?
Yes, that's correct.
You know she's like, all right, a little unnecessary, bitch.
I haven't spoken to you in a very long time, Clover. Or you, Junpei.
Can you please talk with the K voice? You were so good at it, and it was so much faster.
Junpei?
Akane, long time no see.
I could barely hear what they were saying. My mind was still reeling. Who is me? It felt like all the air had been knocked out of me, and it was all I could do not to collapse right then and there.
When? How long?
Do you remember when the two of you saved me in the warehouse?
Yeah. So she's been Special K this whole entire timeline.
Me, you went back to your future. Well, your minds did at least. I carried your bodies to the 3rd AB room and then took Dio's to the 5th. After that, I went into the 1st room and borrowed K's armor.
So by the time you and Clover came out, you'd already...
Yes.
But that doesn't make any sense. Dio killed you. And then Luna took your body to the 6th room. You couldn't have been in K's armor.
No, it was me. In this timeline, at least.
Yeah, in the other timelines, then it was the Sigma clone.
In this one, I wasn't murdered by Dio. You two saved me. It's just like Schrodinger's cat. Your actions in the future decided who would be inside the armor in the past.
That's crazy.
Alright, what about the other history? The one where you weren't saved. What happens then? Who's wearing the armor?
That's quite simple. The man in front of you.
Who's he?
That's correct. Whenever I'm not in the armor, he is.
What about the memory loss?
For my part, I confess that I lied. He, on the other hand, was telling the truth. Large doses of soporil can cause memory loss. I gave him a rather large dose.
So, who is he?
You've never seen him before?
No.
What about the rest of you?
What? You've never seen him before? Quark? What the fuck?
I have no idea who he is.
What?
I've never seen him before.
What?
Me either. Total stranger.
I'm about to murder someone here. Excuse... Can somebody hand me a mirror? Can I please look at myself really quick? What the actual fuck? What the fuck? Pardon? Guys? What are you all saying? Hello? Hi? Look at this handsome mug. Look at the mean mugging. I did a lot of mewing to get that jawline. It's me. It's supposed to be me. Same face.
Are you all right, Mr. Sigma?
What?
Did you hit your head or something?
What? It didn't make any sense. Why didn't they recognize me?
Sigma, your consciousness can jump through time. You can inhabit your body in the past or in the future.
Uh-huh. What does that mean?
Don't you get it? You've jumped to the future. From 45 years ago.
Uh-huh. I looked around frantically, probably for a mirror, because I really, really feel like I need to look at myself right now. And it's not just because of my narcissism. A pond! I ran to it. All right, let me go look at myself, crawling on all fours. I approached the edge of the pond. My heart was hammering inside of my chest. A cold sweat trickled down my spine. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down, damn it! I struggled to take deep breaths. Then slowly, I peered into the pond looking for my reflection. It is me, and there's my fucking monocle. What? This can't be real. First of all, okay, I get that I'm old, but like, jaw structure, still the same. Outfit still looks the same on me, does it not? Hair color, yeah, it's grayed a little bit. It's a little bit longer. It's me, Zero Senior, which I did predict, actually, all the way at the very, very beginning of the game. I want to say within the first fucking episode or two, because Sigma was obsessed with his little fucking puns, his little puns, and Zero Jr., the little bunny, fucking loved his little puns, and I was like, I bet he's Zero, because he likes puns, I bet he programmed the AI to be punny, like how he likes his puns. Also, can we now recontextualize all of the teenage girls who I've been telling to, like, drink with me and that they should wear their swimsuits and that they should thank me by giving me blowjobs in this body? Oh, no, I'm a pedophile. Oh, God. Oh, God. This can't be real. This can't be real. This face.
It's your face, Dr. Sigma Climb.
Doctor. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor who hits on teenage women and asks them all to be in bikinis for me. I'm gonna be in the Epstein files.
Although, to the you that's behind it now, it's your face
The Sigma
45
files.
years from now.
I'm so old.
Zero, the mastermind of the AB project.
In Sigma's defense, he's mentally 22. Yeah, I'm sure that's Jeffrey Epstein's defense, too. In my mind, I was only like a 21-year-old stud hitting on those women.
Is you.
Age is just a mentality. Well, friends, it seems that this was all my fault. Oh, don't I have egg on my face? Oops! That's not possible. That's bullshit. Also, listen, how much of a dick do we get to be to the game here? They chose to cover half of my face with a monocle. Are you implying, like, we have to go through the full trajectory of this now, because now we have to. So, point number one, Sigma, in this 50-hour game, in this, like, giant metal box, he's never found anything to look at his own reflection in. Not one singular time. Point number two, my hair is literally long in that it comes down over my shoulders, right? Like, my hair is long and braided. Yet, I was under the illusion that my hair was short like my hair is right now. Didn't notice that. Point number three, didn't notice that I was wearing a monocle on my face? Didn't feel that on my face and was ever like, what's that about, dog? I was totally thinking that I'm just in my regular 22-year-old body. Point four, my hands and my arms, not like, you know, not old man hands. I've seen old man hands. My hands are getting there. They look a lot different than young 22-year-old hands. This is bullshit. I'm sorry.
No, it's the truth. Fighting it isn't going to do you any good.
Okay, well,
Please, Doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
You will be. A pioneer in the field of genetic engineering.
The eye is a bionic eye, so he wouldn't have noticed that it was actually a missing eye. Okay, and the hands are robot hands. Are both of my limbs robot hands?
No, I'm not. You created him.
I created
I
him?
suppose I should say you are going to create him.
I'm going to make him? Create?
His name is Kyle Climb.
Ooh, that's kind of sexy, actually. Kyle Climb.
Your clone.
My clone.
That is why he looks just like a younger version of yourself. 23 years ago, in the biolab here in Rhizome 9, you created Kyle.
And he becomes Special K!
Well, I suppose for you, that's still in the future. When I said I was born and raised here, I was still pretending to be him. The gravity here is only 1/6 of Earth's. If nothing was done, the reduced gravity would cause his bones to be weaker than normal human ones.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
But you prepared for that. You gave him that armor.
Oh, that was to make sure my bones were strong?
Ever since he was born, he's lived inside of it. It kept his muscles and bones strong.
Yeah, but what does it do to my skin?
He wasn't forced into it for the nonary game. He's been wearing it every day, all his life.
Which would be why he felt comfortable in it. But why would future me go, why would I make a clone?
He was to be your spare. If something happened to you before the project began, he would take your place. I mentioned before that the AB projects A and B stood for after and before. That isn't all they mean, though. The A also means anima and the B means body. Anima is another word for the soul, or the past consciousness will go into the future body, and the future consciousness will go into the past body. They switch.
Uh-huh.
That was the chief goal of the project.
So, the future person goes into the past person.
Sigma, do you remember the note you found in the garden?
You mean this, right?
Yes. Ah, of course, it was you who investigated the garden in this timeline.
Yeah.
Sigma, take a good look at this. It's an illustration of the time jumps your consciousness is making. A is where everything began. December 25th, 2028.
That's me?
You inhaled the white smoke in your car and lost consciousness.
Yeah.
From there, you jumped to B. January 25th, 2074.
Oof.
You woke up in one of the AB rooms in Rhizome 9. You are in your own body, but it is 67 years old. Your consciousness has jumped 45 years into the future. I believe that may explain why you didn't notice the reduced lunar gravity. The body you woke up in was much older. Normally, you would have noticed that your muscles were much weaker. In this case, however, the lower gravity balanced that out. Moving on, if you continue along this line, what happens next? You reach C. That is today.
Whoa. Wait, what do you mean? Are you saying it's been 2 days since we woke up?
36 hours to be exact. Have you already forgotten? You were all infected with Radical 6. The virus slowed your brain down. So yes, 36 hours of real time have passed.
This does also explain why everyone was able to stop Sigma pretty easily from escaping solo.
But to you, it only seemed like 14 hours and 40 minutes. Now comes the important part. After this, your consciousness will return to the past. It will re-emerge at point D. April 13th, 2029. You will return to your younger body.
Oh, thank God. I get to be a jock again.
But that's the same day as the reactor explosions.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. That is why I said it will be too late. You will return to the past, but the events you would want to prevent will have already happened.
Wouldn't that make this pointless?
The story does not end there, however.
I guess it couldn't.
The line continues. After reaching point D, you will eventually return to B, but this time, you won't be jumping through time, or at least not at a rate faster than normal. Your consciousness will spend 45 years inhabiting the same body, until you reach point B. Do you remember when B is, Sigma?
Waking up in the AV room.
Correct. That was when the consciousness of the 22-year-old Sigma jumped into the body of 67-year-old Sigma. So where did the older version of you go when you took his body?
To my young hot body. Point A, December 25th, 2028, the day that it started, which would be before the disaster.
Yes. His consciousness will go back in time 45 years. For a period of time, he will inhabit your younger body. While your younger consciousness is elsewhere, he will be you in the past.
But once that body reaches point D, my 22-year-old consciousness will come back from point C.
That's correct. When that happens, the older version of you will be ejected from your younger body and return to your body at C.
So it's rotating.
Rotating? I suppose you could put it that way, but look at this illustration closely. What if you take all these lines and untangle them? You get one single line. It may look complicated, but in truth, it's a single straight path, with one exception.
This line here at point E, that one's a little bit weird.
Exactly. Point E is December 31st, 2028, the day of the total eclipse.
The day that Radical 6 got out of the test facility.
Yes. By now, you've likely figured it out on your own. The purpose of the AB project was to get the consciousness of the 67-year-old Sigma from point B to point A.
Right.
If we can do that, we can change what happened 45 years ago.
So the old version of me is the one who's going to keep Radical 6 from getting out. By jumping to my 22-year-old body on New Year's Eve 2028.
Yes, that is why this line could not be interrupted. In order for the 67-year-old version of you to reach point B, we first have to go through point D. In order to get to point D, we must jump from point C. And for point C to happen, we had to recreate everything that happened in this facility.
I see.
That is why we have faithfully retraced history up to this point, so that we might save humankind from destruction and undo the horrors of the last 45 years.
Tell me one thing, though.
What is that?
You said that point C is January 27th, 2074, which would be today. There's going to be a jump, and I'm going to jump to April 13th of 2029.
Yes, that's right.
But look, I'm still old. When is this jump supposed to happen?
Very soon. Yes.
Soon? And then what's going to trigger it?
We need potential energy stored to send your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Fortunately, we now have plenty of that. Thanks, ironically, to Radical 6. All that remains is to launch your consciousness.
Oh, jeez.
Like a bullet from a slingshot.
And how do you propose to do that?
Didn't I tell you? A crisis. A moment balanced between life and death.
Oh my god, is she gonna try to kill me?
That can jumpstart your brain.
I don't like the sound of this. What do you mean?
You haven't figured it out.
I'm afraid I have.
I mean this.
She held onto the knife too. Remember when she was like, I'm gonna hang onto the knife. She's about to pull it out and she's gonna make a move on me. Yep. Hi friends, there's a bunch of you. Any of you guys gonna stop her? Dio's knife? No sooner were the words out of my mouth. Fi! You're going after Fi? Oh, I thought she was going for me. Fi! I screamed and leapt toward them. Akane was already in motion, the knife diving toward Fi's chest. I was almost there. When I regained consciousness, I was on the floor. There was a dull pain in my chest. I felt for a cut, but something was in the way. It took me a moment to realize that it was Akane's body lying on top of me. I twisted my neck to look around. Nearby was an old tombstone. On it was written a few words in Latin. What you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Is this all she wrote? Is that the end? We're just left now to like, all right, the consciousness jump, it happens, and this is planned success. I go back in time, and old me stops the end of the world. So this means Old Man Sigma just came back in this life-threatening moment to this timeline in the present. Young Sigma consciousness in my old man body. That one left, and that went back to the date of the... back to, like, the 29th date of the explosions. Allegedly after Old Man Me had stopped whatever horrors were gonna happen. This game was always intended to be a trilogy, but after this did not do well enough, it said it wouldn't get a third, but thanks to huge support from the fans with stuff like Operation Bluebird, the game was made. The third game in the series was made. Right, because there is one more. Zero Time Dilemma. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Gonna need a long break before we go into it. These games are long. Long-winded game. But Zero Time Dilemma, I'll get around to it someday. Eventually. We'll complete this trilogy. Yeah, this is definitely the type of ending where you're like, I kind of want more out of this. But, okay. Like, we don't even get to see the success story. We don't even get to see, like, oh yes, the world is... Unless there's a post-credits. Maybe there's a post-credits scene. That's the Phi end. Oh my god, you're shitting me. A new destination? No. What? Are we not done here? Oh, bloody fucking hell. Maybe there is a post-credits. Alright, that's everybody's ending. What is this? Headquarters, April 13th, 2029. AB room in the past. What the fuck is happening?
Today is April 13th, 2029, and this is the evening news. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't have any news to read. All of our station's reporters have passed after contracting Radical 6. So have my... Excuse me.
Why is she dressed like she's from the fucking 90s?
I've managed to keep us on the air until now. But I'm out of tricks. It's time for me to sign off. This concludes our broadcast day. I pray that someday our world can be cleansed of this horrible plague. Goodbye.
Oh. For a moment, I just stared at the television. The roar of the static seemed to fill the entire room until, with a click, it disappeared too. Had the power gone out? I heard footsteps behind me and turned around. You! Akane!
It looks like the first step was successful.
What the fuck? Girl, you killed me! I remember that shit!
Killed?
I mean, I guess technically you're gonna kill me. You're gonna murder me in 45 years! Fuck you!
Hey, no need to be rude about it. I didn't kill you. I hit you with the butt of a knife. You're fine.
Oh. Well, I didn't realize that. I'm gonna be okay?
Yes. You and Phi needed to experience a state of crisis. That was the only way.
Hey, can I give you a friendly piece of advice? Would you consider talking at this speed for the rest of your entire life, maybe? Me and Phi?
Yes. I only told you about you, but we also needed Phi to jump. Now, you know what happens next, right?
Now we go to the moon?
Correct. We will be leaving tomorrow, April 14th, 2029.
Damn, my whole life is scheduled for me?
We've nearly finished preparing your shuttle.
Damn, that sucks.
Only a few last-minute checks and additions. You'll be traveling to Rhizome 9, along with 3 treatment pods.
Alice and Clover, right?
Yes.
What about the third one? Who's in there?
Phi. We put her into cold sleep 2 days ago. She appeared at our headquarters and volunteered to be frozen. That wasn't the Phi who had jumped from point C, though. It was Phi before she jumped from point A to point D.
I'm not gonna lie, this is starting to get a little confusing to me.
In other words, she was following the same path you are.
Okay.
And she still is.
Then that means that after you froze her, the point C version of her jumped back into her body?
Yes. The point C version of Phi is sleeping in that pod.
I see.
She'll stay there for the next 45 years, sleeping in ice.
And then when she gets to point B, her consciousness will jump to point A, right?
Correct.
Huh. So that's why she didn't look old. So why don't you just stick me in one of those pods?
We can't do that. You
Why not?
haven't figured it out? You have to spend the next 45 years working on the AB project.
Aw, man!
After arriving at Rhizome 9, you must master genetic engineering and artificial intelligence programming, among other disciplines.
I have to become a master genetic engineer and artificial intelligence programmer and fucking Phi gets to sleep for 45? Can we trade jobs? Why am I getting the shaft?
Otherwise, you will be unable to create Kyle, Luna, and Lagomorth.
I have to make all of them.
And of course, you will need to develop the chromatic doors and the bracelets.
Of course.
You will also be the person who summons Tenmyoji and Quark.
Of course. I thought you were gonna be the one to help do all of this.
Once you've completed all the preparations, then the project can actually begin. January 25th, 2074. You will defrost Phi and carry her to the 3rd AB room. Once you've done that, the 22-year-old version of you from point A will force you out, and you'll just go back 45 years to your own body on December 25th, 2028.
Okay, now it's making more sense to me. Alright, so I only have jumped back to point D. It's too late. Now we're living this life. I'm living out my 45 years to make the project to ultimately be able to jump far enough back to stop the critical point and reach timeline E. Okay. And then I change history. Do you really think I can keep the virus from getting out?
You have to. If you don't, billions of people will die. Only you and Phi can save them.
What about you? Aren't you an Esper too?
I can't do anything on my own. If this is going to work, I'll need your help.
So, what do I need to do?
What do you mean?
Like, what specific actions do I need to take? When Fi and I jump to point A, what are we gonna do then?
You'll both enter the Mars mission test site.
And after that?
I don't know. I'm
What?
sorry. I really don't know anything about what happens in there. We don't know how the Radical Six escaped. We don't even know why it was there in the first place.
Well, shit. So then we're screwed.
That's why we need your help. You have the ability to jump through time and across parallel worlds. We need you to figure out what happened in that test facility. Things will be difficult, and I'm sure you will find yourself in a great deal of danger. But I believe the two of you can overcome any obstacle.
Wait. How do you know it's so dangerous?
The 67-year-old version of you told me what happened. He wasn't able to stop the virus. So, I suppose you could say you told me after you failed.
I failed? What did he, or what did I say?
That the test facility is full of traps. There was one point. A woman's life was in danger. You risked yourself for her sake, and lost your arms and your right eye.
Oh. Okay. My arms and my eye. Ah! Well, girl, where's my fucking biological tissue? Oh man, even my jock body is ruined. Son of a bitch. What the fuck? Suddenly, a low rumble shook the building. What was that?
Go have a look.
Is it the explosion? I moved slowly to the window and peered outside. On the horizon, I could see a massive mushroom cloud climbing slowly toward the sky. Would we really be able to change the course of history? No, that was the wrong way to look at it. It couldn't be a question. I had to change history. We could save the world. I'm going to change history. There's a lot of I's and we's. I stared at the darkening skies above us and steeled myself. I would succeed. End or beginning? Cute. Is it for real? For real's done? For real over? Save complete. End or beginning. I think we're for real's done. I think that's all she wrote, boys. I think that's it. That's all. That's every. Oh, what the fuck is this though? Infirmary another time? What? Chat, what the fuck is this? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do this? Why is this a question mark? It needs to be over, right? It needs to be. It needs to be over. It needs to be? Oh my god, what is this? Bonus scene? There's always another. Every time the game ends, it's like, just kidding, do you want one more scene? Just kidding, do you want one more scene? One more scene? Want one more scene? Alright, what's in here? Hi, Luna. Huh?
I see you've finally woken up, Kyle.
Do I have a voice?
Kyle.
Kyle?
Ah, yes. Of course. You've only just woken up in this timeline.
It's me, the hot one!
It's only natural for some of your memories to be missing.
I lurched upright, jumped off the bed, and ran around to the other side of the partition. The mirror over the sink was covered with a film of dirt. I wiped it off with my sleeve, and my reflection stared back at me. There was no mistake. The reflection belonged to...
Kyle Klein. So, I'm Dr. Klein? Zero Senior's clone?
What?
Well, you're no doctor.
How do you know that? Shouldn't you still be suffering from amnesia?
Should I be? An excellent question. One I didn't quite know the answer to myself. I knew who Kyle Klim was. In another history, he had been called K, and had worn a suit of armor. He hadn't just worn the armor in that history, though. Apparently, he'd worn it all his life. Kyle had been born and raised in this lunar installation, which seems to be called Rhizome 9. Rather late in his life, Akane had appeared as a mother figure, and had consequently grown very attached to her. I knew everything about him. But even though I knew it, I didn't feel it. Oh, no, no, no! Have we in our stupid idiot human brains fucked everything up by making a clone? Since there is a clone version of me, are we, like, they say body swapping between future self and past self, but there's multiple me's. There's a clone of me. If he's my clone, which would make him also like an Esper like the rest of us, did we do like a triangular body swap of some sort where like I swapped into Kyle's body? Is that what we're building to here? And how much does that fuck everything up? Was I really Kyle Klim? Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw his face. A spitting image of Sigma Klim in his younger days. I looked down. There was Dio still handcuffed. I turned back around to Luna.
What day is today?
January 27th, 2074.
And today is the last day of the AB project. Akane has explained everything in the garden. And she drew a knife and attacked Phi. How long have I been asleep?
About 5 hours in real time. For them, it would have seemed like a little more than 2 hours.
So they still haven't been treated for the Radical 6?
No, they've all been given the antiviral. It just takes a while to have an effect.
I see. So the consciousness of the younger Sigma has gone back into the past. It should have happened right after Akane attacked Phi, right?
Yes.
Why am I here?
The doctor carried you back here. You were in the pod in the garden.
So the person you call the doctor is Sigma Klein, as inhabited by his age-appropriate consciousness.
Yes, but how do you know that?
Because I'm
Dio
him.
seems to have remained unconscious.
Yes. I've been administering Soparil whenever he gets restless.
What about the others?
They've all gone off to different areas. Tenmyoji and Quark, for instance.
Oh, right. Mr. Klein.
So the sleepyhead's finally up, huh?
What are you two doing here?
You don't know where we are?
This is the upper floor of the pressure exchange chamber. The real one.
Mm-hmm.
We were just about to get dressed and head out.
You plan to return then? To Earth, I mean.
Yeah.
Sigma told us where we could find the shuttle that brought us here. Well, guess he's not really the Sigma I knew anymore. He's Dr. Klein now, or Zero Senior, depending on how you look at it.
Right. That must
Why?
be awkward.
What do you mean, why?
Well, I'm just curious why you would choose to return to a devastated planet when you could stay here.
How's staying here gonna help? You aren't gonna say something idiotic about how we should wait here until Sigma changes the past, are you? You can't wait for something that's already happened. Grammar doesn't work that way. Hell, nature doesn't work that way. You following me? We've already lived through history. Sigma failed to keep the virus from getting out. About 45 years ago, Radical 6 created a pandemic, and the antimatter reactors blew up. That all happened. Whatever Sigma does in the past, history's not going to change. In fact, let me give you an example.
It's because of what he did or didn't do in the past that we've got this past and present.
Imagine a group of 100 motorcycles driving down an endless freeway. Eventually, they hit a junction. The road splits in two. One freeway continues off northwest, and the other stretches out to the northeast. So one guy, we'll call him S, pipes up. "Let's go northwest," he says. So they take the northwestern road. But about a mile past the intersection, something horrible happens. A semi driving the other way veers into their lane and plows through the bikers.
Graphic, okay.
90 of them die. The surviving 10 are wounded, but survive. They don't stop, though. They keep riding down that highway, and eventually they'd gone 10,000 miles.
Uh-huh.
Then suddenly, something happens that they couldn't have predicted. S, who had survived, suddenly has his consciousness thrown back in time.
Uh-huh.
He ends up back in his own body just before they reach the junction. He remembers everything. So what does S do? What anybody would do. Let's go northeast. That means all 100 of the bikers survive to reach their destination, happy and healthy.
That's great.
And they all live happily ever after. That's what you're thinking, right? It's a great outcome for the 100 bikers that went northeast. But what about the 10 that went northwest and survived the accident?
Wait.
Huh? Wouldn't it be 9 people? I mean, S's mind went back in time, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, 9 people then. What happens to the reality they were living? Does it just disappear when S changes the past? It's not as if it was only bad things that happened during that 10,000-mile trip. Maybe one of them fell in love with a woman working at a gas station they stopped at and had a child.
Had a child, like, so they pumped and dumped a gas station whore?
Maybe one of them picked up a homeless kid who joined them on their adventure.
So okay, he's feeling sentimental about his history with Cork. So meeting Cork happened in this timeline. Tenmyoji, you're feeling very sad that, like, your relationship with Cork might be erased from history?
That 10,000-mile journey would be full of stories. Friendships, farewells, romances. The loss of those 90 lives is horrible and unfortunate. But what would rewriting their history mean? The 9 who survived lived full lives. How can it be right to just erase all that?
Because it's at the cost of the rest of humanity. In our situation. It's like a little bit bigger than just you. I'm sorry.
The survivors overcame their own misery and loss and made the best they could of the hand they'd been dealt. Isn't that worth something? Isn't that the best thing that humans can aspire to? Is there really any point to a world where everything is happy? Are people who struggle for a better life just idiots? Being human is about fighting, even when it seems hopeless, and finding happiness, even in a world that hates it. Are you saying that's worthless?
No, dude, that's not what I was saying at all.
If you're saying rewriting the past will erase all these other timelines, then whatever God wrote those rules can Look, I'm just not going to accept that, all right? You get it?
If Sigma changes the past, then you and Quark will never meet.
Is he right?
No, it's not going to happen. We're here right now. This is reality. Even if Sigma does change the past, we're not just going to disappear or something.
Oh, then that means we get to stay together? Good.
Thanks, kid.
I understand how you feel. Why you want to return to Earth is clear. You have lives there, I imagine. There are likely people waiting for you.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He's got to get Cork
Have
that
you
root
already
beer
said
float.
goodbye
It's
to
a
the
hot
others?
commodity these days.
Bye, Luna, Alice, and Clover all saw us off. We told them we'd see him again someday, and then came here.
They were the only people you want to say goodbye to?
Well, no point saying anything to Dio.
Besides, he's asleep. You were asleep too.
Sorry, but we didn't really know much about you.
You have a point. Akane was in the armor in this timeline, after all. What about Sigma?
Well, he's not really Mr. Sigma anymore.
Not really.
Of course. He is Dr. Klein now that his consciousness has returned.
Yeah, but more importantly, he's the guy who brought us all here. Not a lot of warm feelings there, you know?
And Akane?
Never mind her.
What?
She's just like him.
What?
Not the Akane I knew.
I mean, I feel that way at this point, but I thought you were, like, gonna be in love with her till the end of time.
She must have seen some pretty awful things over the years. Hell, she might not even be human anymore.
Sad.
But the Akane Kuroshiki I know isn't here.
I kind of agree with him. I mean, she was Zero in the first game too, but my god, what a... She was also, like, a very happy woman, his little jumpy doll.
She's not anywhere.
In the end, Clover and I were just pawns.
Glad you see it.
Pawns to be used and then gotten rid of. Still, it's not like we were completely resentful. We had to be here to help change the past. That part's easy to understand, but
Kinda sucks, though. I mean, Sigma and Phi have it easy.
Me? I have it easy. I have to live on the spaceship for 45 years and do all of the work.
They get to go back to December 25th in 2028. They'll stop the Radical Six and save the world, and then they'll have a nice, normal future to look forward to. In other words, they get to go back to Point E and just enjoy history like it was supposed to happen.
but we don't. We're stuck with Point C as our starting point.
You told us about Ten Myoji's story, right? The one with the motorcycles? It would be like if Alice and I were kidnapped right before the intersection. Then whoever grabbed us takes us to wherever the bikers are going, 10,000 miles to the northwest.
Don't get us wrong. We know why we had to be here. Without us, S's consciousness wouldn't have been able to go back to right before the intersection.
If that couldn't happen, then the fate of those 90 dead bikers would be sealed. But
it's still not the best situation for those of us left in the Northwest. We're stuck in the reality where the 90 bikers died.
Are we just supposed to go live on Earth? It's a wasteland now. And what about our friends and families? We left a whole world behind 45 years ago.
Even if it is for the greater good?
It just doesn't seem fair, does it?
Yeah, it's a little bit much.
So we went and talked to the old lady.
She told us that there is one way.
One way we could get back to the past.
Let's say you do go back to the past. Wouldn't that cause your minds to get thrown back here? That seemed to be how Sigma and Phi's jumps worked, at least.
Yes, you're right.
But this is different.
Different? How so?
From what she said, it sounds like there's a way we can send our bodies back in time, too.
What?
That's ridiculous. It would create a paradox. How could you have two Clovers and two Alices at the same time?
Well, we have two Sigmas.
But that wouldn't happen.
Akane says there's a way around that.
How on earth does she plan to do that?
Schrodinger's
Cat.
Oh, hey, Kyle. Figured you'd come here eventually.
Hi, Phi. I know, it's just... the game that refuses to fucking end, the never-ending story. I want to give this game its props, and then I want to be fucking done with it.
Where's Dr. Klein? Luna said you were with him.
He said he was tired, so he's off resting right now.
Uh-huh.
There's a bedroom at the end of the hallway. He's in there if you're curious. Oh, right. He told me to turn on this hologram projector thing when you showed up.
Okay.
Want me to start it?
Sure.
Glad to see you. There isn't anything in particular that I have to tell you. However, I imagine there are a great number of things weighing on your mind. I'd love to answer all your questions, but unfortunately, my circumstances make that an impossibility. I hope you can forgive me. Everything I know, Phi should also know. I have instructed her to answer any questions anyone might have. Anyone other than Kyle, that is.
Okay, rude. What?
What does he mean, other than Kyle?
Who knows? Is there anything you want to ask?
Am I allowed?
Oh, right, well, I guess I may as well cut to the chase. Just who are you, Phi?
I'm not Superman, that's for sure. And I'm not Batman or Spider-Man or Aquaman or a merman or a wolfman.
Oh my god, the question was who are you, not every single superhero that you're not, bitch.
I'm not a Brahmin or a
Oh my god, fuck
Please
off!
don't dodge the question.
I hate everyone. I hate them all. I hate them all so fucking much.
About 5 hours ago, Akane attacked you with a knife.
Yeah.
That triggered something which sent your mind back to the past, correct? Specifically, you were sent to Point D, April 13th, 2029. On that date, your body was already in Akane's custody. Although by then, you were
Except
in
for
cold
Luna.
sleep. You wouldn't have regained consciousness, but your mind was now inhabiting that body.
How crazy.
That pod was your home for 45 years. You slept there, frozen, until the time was right. Then on January 25th, 2074, you were finally thawed out, even though you didn't wake up. Still unconscious, you were carried to the AB room. That was when your consciousness changed bodies again. A version of you from December 25th, 2028 arrived, pushing you out and sending you back to December 25th, 2028. This is when you finally woke up. In 2028, you found and joined forces with Sigma, whose older mind was inhabiting his younger body. Together, you attempted to infiltrate the Mars mission test facility. Unfortunately, your plan failed. The Radical Six did escape on New Year's Eve. That failure determined the path you followed. Instead of going along the line that branches out to the right from point E, you headed straight to point D. Point D being April 13th of the following year.
When she
That was the day
volunteered.
that you made your way to Akane's hideout and asked to be put into one of the treatment pods.
Right.
Another consciousness enters your body around that time from the future. It is, of course, the version of you that left your body when Akane attacked you in the garden. This caused the two versions of you to swap places, and you moved 45 years into the future, where you woke up on the garden floor. That put you on the line that comes here. So if we discount the time you spent in cold sleep, for you, only 3.5 months have passed since that happened. That being when you were sent back into the past from the garden. Have I missed anything?
No, everything you talked about you got right.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I'm kind of an unknown variable in this equation. You could think of me as a kind of X factor. It's taken me the last 3.5 months to understand it.
I haven't understood anything in the last 3.5 seconds. Could you please explain?
It's kind of like the relationship between classical mechanics and modern physics. Strictly speaking, you can't combine velocities with v1 plus v2. v1 plus v2 divided by 1 plus v1 times v2 over c squared is the actual equation. Of course, the sort of velocities we encounter in day-to-day life don't come close to being c squared, which is the speed of light squared. That means that 1 plus v1 times v2 divided by c squared is usually going to evaluate to something pretty close to 1.
Okay.
Since that would mean dividing by 1, it's usually okay to just skip that step and use v1 plus v2. You see what I'm saying?
No.
In most situations, it works, even if it isn't technically correct. So you knew enough to get the stuff you were talking about right. As long as you stick to that, you won't run into any problems.
I don't quite understand. In fact, I feel like you're dodging my questions.
So is that what you wanted to ask about?
No. What I really want to know is what happened between Christmas and New Year's Eve in 2028. You and Sigma infiltrated the Mars mission test site, didn't you?
Yes.
What happened there? How did Sigma lose his eye and both his arms? And why was Radical 6 in there in the first place? What could a deadly virus have to do with the simulated mission to space?
Sorry, but I can't tell you that.
Why?
Because it would change history. There is a history where the virus didn't escape. That's the line that goes to the right of point E. In that timeline, humanity isn't heading for annihilation, and Earth isn't red. The future is much brighter. But if I tell you what you're asking me right now, then that reality will disappear.
Is that how fragile
You
it is?
understand?
I don't. Why would all of that disappear if you told me what I want to know?
Is Kyle the bad guy?
You're about to go back to the past, right?
The past? Don't be silly. I can't do that.
Then where the hell did you learn all this stuff? I just listened to you tell me a bunch of things you shouldn't have known about. You were sleeping in the pod in the garden. You just woke up. So how can you know all this? You know my past. Sigma's past.
I shall give you your answer. You are not Kyle Climb.
Yeah, I figured that out already.
Your body is Kyle's, but your consciousness is not. Think about it. Do you really believe you're Kyle?
No.
Or could you be someone else entirely?
Then, where is the real Kyle's consciousness?
In either young Sigma or old Sigma, which is dangerous. Or, oh my god, is Dio an Esper? Could somebody have gone into Dio's
He was
body?
thrown out when you entered.
Right.
Right now, in a manner of speaking, he has arrived at December 25th, 2028.
Right.
His consciousness has gone into a body from that time. I doubt you know how much the doctor loves Kyle. He raised him on his own. Kyle is irreplaceable. Do you really think he would go back to the past and leave Kyle behind here? I know what I told the others. That Kyle was Dr. Klein's spare. But that was not his only purpose. Kyle's consciousness is integral to what we are trying to accomplish. This new mission begins on Christmas and ends on New Year's Eve 2028. Its purpose will be to infiltrate the test facility and prevent the spread of the virus. For this to happen, Kyle is absolutely necessary.
And that is why he created him?
Yes.
So now that my consciousness has entered his body, the doctor has achieved his objective. Kyle has gone back to 2028 to participate in his mission.
Correct.
There's one thing that troubles me. Kyle was created before reaching point B from point D.
Yeah.
That means his body did not exist on Christmas in 2028.
Right.
Does that mean he has entered my body? Have we just switched places?
I suppose you could put it that way, yes.
That's ridiculous. What's going to happen to me? You telling me I have to spend the rest of my life here in this box, living in a borrowed body?
No, not at all. You can travel freely through time and space. You are an uncontrolled variable that entered our closed system. As such, the rules of this world do not apply to you.
I have no idea what...
Please don't try to play dumb. I know what you are. Surely you must know by now, too.
I don't. You lost me. I'm confused. I thought I was one of the Sigmas, but am I just an entirely different entity?
You are about to go into the past and save the world. Phi and Sigma, even with all of his future knowledge, will need your help. Only you can right the horrible wrongs of our past. Only you can save the world.
There's no way
Yes, there is. You have to. Don't you want to know the truth? Don't you want to know what happened in between Christmas and New Year's Eve in 2028?
Mark it in your calendars, boy. That's probably when I'm gonna play Zero Time Dilemma.
Well, yes, I do, but...
Then you must believe. Reality is shaped by what we believe reality should be. If observation can change the motion of a particle, then how is it odd to think that human thought can shape reality? Your will can change history. The world will be reshaped into the one you imagine. Remember what I've told you. Only you can change history. Only you can save the world.
That was so confusing, and I no longer know who I am in Kyle Klim's body. Now, my question is, was it supposed... It feels like it was supposed to be confusing, or it is possible it went over my head, and maybe I was supposed to know exactly who I was, and I'm just not following. The more she talked, the more confused I got. I thought we were just doing like a triangular swap through the 3 different Sigma bodies, but I was like, well, no, maybe that's not how it's working. Okay, is it done? Is it over? Is everything fucking done? Are we finished? No more timelines other than the game over ones. Okay. Boys, it's been a long stream. Give it a like. Give me my props. I stayed late today for you. All right? Now I'm going to go. I'm going to relax. I'm going to take tomorrow off, by the way. No stream tomorrow. I'm going to take the weekend, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to play next. But I am ready to wash my hands of this game for now. Obviously, we're going to have to finish the trilogy at some point, because what the hell happens after this? I don't fucking know. But we'll see. I wouldn't worry too much about understanding that extra scene. It's not particularly important. Well, I hope Kyle becomes an important character. He's hot. Anyways, till next time, boys. Thank you for watching 9 hours, 9 per... Nope, that's not the one. The Nonary game. Nope. What's this one called? This... What is the game that I've been playing? Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Right. Virtue's Last Reward. Okay. Toodles. Goodbye. Good night.